Welcome, reading 2. With grace and gratitude, I welcome you into my home. I have been sitting with this energy for you for a bit, and all I can tell you is that I love you. You're not alone. You're going to get through this. You're stronger than you know. Seriously, you're stronger than you know. Also, I'm feeling some really wicked scrying going on in here. So tell me what you guys see in here. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited because I see a few different things, but I don't want to say anything. I want you to just, maybe you saw something right away, because I almost feel like one of you saw something right away because it hit me too. I was like, oh wow, there's actually cool scrying going on all over here if you really look. These particular stones and crystals wanted to come and surround you and protect you and let you know that you are not alone. I'm also feeling, I know that I can read the letters, but I'm feeling like I want to put my glasses on because I'm feeling like there's some energy going on down here in this area. So let me know if you guys see anything. Oh my gosh, I'm like, come on, Spirit, there's so much happening. You are beautiful light workers. You are light beings having a human experience. Okay, we spoke about this in reading 1 too. So if you were drawn to, even if you're drawn to watch all of them, if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. We're so grateful to have you here. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you for all the constant love and support, you guys, and I really hope these messages help you in any way. And for those of you who are new here, I have another channel called Lula's Life. I'm doing a little more action over there right now until we are in the middle of remodeling our home, and I don't know when we're going to get into the house, but I was actually shocked Spirit asked me to do this, but also elated. I was like, oh, we haven't done picker readings in a minute, so I was really excited, but also realizing as an empath when I do these readings how much energy I take on. Now, mind you, I'm a little hangry. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little hangry, but that's okay. I'm in a fasting period, which I really needed, so maybe this is a message to you to do some fasting. Intermittent fasting is good too. Whatever works for you, right? I still always drink water. Even if I don't eat anything, I drink water. Some people will drink tea, or, they'll put fruit in their water, like fruit juice, not juice, excuse me, like they'll squeeze lemon into their water, whatever works for you. Um, there's different methods. Also, for those of you who love Bubba, she was all over this reading, and now she is walking all around outside so I can see her. She's strutting her stuff. So she says hello and that she loves you. But yeah, I'm saying all of this to you now because I don't normally look at the cards before the reading unless Spirit wants me to. And this was one of those readings that they wanted me to, and it was really hard because this card came up in our last reading in the Lionsgate portal, but it really hit home for one of our tribe members. And with that being said, and without further ado, I'm going to show you the card. So, broken heart. And I had a feeling they were going to do this in reverse because this deck has upright and reverse meanings, okay? It's number 9. I'll put it upright so you can see it, but it's in the reverse position. And we're going to talk about that because they had me put the card right there. Also, this type of format that I'm using for these readings, don't let me do a lot of fancy fun stuff or zoom in and stuff. So I have a little outdated software, or like my phone. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. That's why the readings are like this, but I know they're meant to be, everything's meant to be. But anyway, even though there is the word broken there, Spirit is saying you are not broken. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. I don't know the rest of the song, but number 9, it means you're almost there. And I get it. Your heart feels cracked and shattered. You're like, I got a fucking piece of tape holding that part together. This is barely hanging on. It's dripping, right? It's like oozing, like sailing from your body, right? You're like, what is happening? But your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to forge on. Press on. Press the fuck on. I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader, because I'm telling you, now that I'm finally like coming into like what is my manifestation and everything is coming together, every single sacrifice, every horrible thing, every person that I lost, every loved one that left my life. Some left because I needed to go away from their energy. Some actually left their avatar and went back to the spirit world. You have the ability to connect with all worlds. Only if you are ready, and when you are ready, will they appear. It's very important that we stay grounded and centered, because in that photo, it looks like that heart has just seen too much. But get this, look at that rock. Look at this rock. I found this in nature, right? So it just goes to show that even when you think that your heart is broken, it's not. And it's not made of stone either, right? Your heart is not made of stone. And right now, if you're watching this reading, something is breaking your heart. Some of you actually lost someone. Some of you feel like you've lost a part of yourself. You've given so much of yourself. Stop doing that. Give to yourself first. You must give to yourself first. When people leave our lives, whether in reality or metaphorically, in any way, it's for a reason. When they gravitate back to us, it's a blessing, because you took your time and your space away. When they gravitate away for good, it's because it was their soul contract. It was their time. And no matter how many times you go through it, no matter how many times you question it, whether it happened yesterday or 20 years ago and you're still missing that person, you feel like a part of you is gone. They're there. We're all energy. We never die. We just leave our avatars and go to another avatar, or we go back into spirit form. And recently, one of our tribe members went back into spirit form, and the way they came back so quickly, I'm like, holy shit. I'm glad you're on my side, man. And you know who you are if this person applies to you. But man, I'm so proud of them, and I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of us. I mourned that loss. Don't you think I didn't? Boy, oh boy. I'm like holding back tears right now, because I feel you guys. And I know how hard it is to lose somebody you love, especially if it's a animal, pet, familiar, whatever languaging you use. I don't judge you. All love is important, and we miss it when it's gone. Even the negative. Isn't that funny? When someone dies or you break up with someone and you smell, the same cigar smell that they used to smoke or something, and you just walk by, you're just walking down the street and you're like, whoa, and you get that memory, that vision. They're signs, they're nods from the other side. Don't lose hope, you guys. Don't lose hope. I'm hearing from Spirit. Don't lose hope. Mend your own broken heart. Because you know what's interesting? I used to honestly, I couldn't handle sometimes a death from a movie would linger in me. I would be crying about it for days. I'm not kidding. And then I started to realize like my empath was just like, I wasn't like catering to her. So she was getting lost in all these other stories and all these other energies, but it wasn't her story and it wasn't her energy. Even now, this is just my second reading and I'm feeling there's so many of you. I feel like I can tell 100 stories, thousands of stories of people who will see this or watch it over and over again because there's so many people and we all have our own story. So don't pull anything out of this that doesn't apply to you. Your broken heart is your own, absolutely. You mourn it as long as you need to. Just know that your loved ones are okay, that you're okay, that you are stronger than you know, and you don't need them anymore. And that may sound really fucking harsh and cruel and like, what, Lula, you're so fucking mean, you're so cold-hearted. Like that stone heart. No. It's that I started to realize the more I connected with the other side, I realized that this is like a fucking game, you guys. And it is, we're all connected all the time. And this person that just passed, I was like gutted. I was gutted for the first 48 hours. I was fucking gutted. Like I couldn't breathe. I felt sick. I was like, what is happening? Why would you take this beautiful soul, this person who changed my life, who did so much for me in such a short period of time? Like I couldn't even pull it together in my thoughts. Why, Spirit? Why take this angel off this earth right now? We need them. But they no longer could be tethered here. This wasn't, they did what they came to do, and they're already in spirit form. Like they are like back and they're like, okay, now I know what to do. Whew, I feel so much better now. Because the energy on this planet is not for everyone right now. And I don't judge it. And I don't judge you. And you do what you got to do. This person took their life because they knew they were supposed to. And it's not for us to understand or figure out. So maybe you've had somebody in your life who took their life, or somebody whose life was snuffed out right from under you, and you're like, what the fuck? You know, you're 35 and you're like, I haven't been the same since I was 13 and my grandma died. Nobody loved me the way she did. I feel like she's the only person who saw me. We see you. You're part of this tribe. We love you. Oh, I'm starting to cry. And it's okay to cry. You're not alone. This tribe, these people, we are here to hold you up. There's a lot of fakery and fuckery out there. You know, I've been saying that a lot for those of you who've been coming here. You know. And it's your job to see through it. You cannot keep giving your heart to people who keep fucking taking from you. Maybe the death is the death of your relationship with a family, friend, whomever. From now until the end of this year, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to walk in the love for yourself first. Everything else after. Because if you love yourself, it is so easy to love others. But if you're not loving yourself, and if you're giving too much of yourself, which is not loving yourself, right? You're not setting boundaries with others. You're not cutting out those people, those energies that no longer suit you. You know, I'm not going to say any more about other people's stories, but I will speak from my own heart and say my own. I kept telling my partner that I loved him and I forgave him. Yet certain things would come up and would trigger me. And I'd find myself starting fights. I'd find myself inadvertently being a total bitch, being mean, being cruel. And then I realized that's not working for me. Because how would I like it if you talked to me like that? I can't say that I forgive you and then I fucking torture you afterwards. It's not love. There's this song, I don't know her name, Lauren something Smith. And Lauren Spencer Smith, something like that, Ellen? I don't know. Anyway, she's awesome. She was on American Idol during the pandemic. I didn't watch it for a few years. Anyway, long story short, her career is really taking off, and she has this really, really, really great song. And it talks about that. She's like, it's called Bigger Person. Look up the song Bigger Person. She's like, why do I have to be the bigger person? Why do I have to break to keep us working? It's always up to me, even though it shouldn't be. Right? And she says, it's a lose-lose that I don't choose. but we don't choose the ones we love. But we can actually. You know, it's not a game. It's not a competition. Who loves who more? Who, you know what I mean? This goes out to everything. Love is love. For real. It really is. And the more we understand that, and the more we see that in ourselves and each other, we will understand that everything has a purpose. We have a purpose. What is your purpose? If you just had a significant loss, it means that spirit is stepping you up to the plate to say, look at how fucking powerful you are. You're going to live through this. You're going to make it through this because you have to. Right? And if you can't, that's okay too. No one judges you for what you do. But also, I ask you one question. Can you reach out to somebody? When you're in your darkest moment, make sure that you have 3 people on your list. And you know what else? You don't even have to call them. You can call them in meditation. You can call in spirit. If it's truly your time to go, you'll know. But you know me. I'm always going to fight for life. But I don't know what is going on with this plan, and I am not going to pretend like I do. All I can do is hold your hand and hold you up and support you. Please reach out to me. Reach out to someone else. If you're hurting, if you feel lost and broken, you're not alone. And if you don't want to be around anybody, call on your spirit guides, call on your angels. Go get grounded, go play in the trees, go play in the dirt. Go jump in the water, jump in the cold water, take a cold shower and be like, because sometimes you can feel the world, the death of the world hanging on your shoulders. The energy right now is not for the fucking faint of heart. We are all warriors. And some of us only came here to be here for a certain amount of time and then we move on. But I'm telling you right now, you can change your attitude, you can change your energy in a moment. If you allow the love in, you have to let the love in. I'm always going to fight for you. All of us here are always going to fight for you. Reach out. Any more messages, Spirit? No, that's it, you guys. We love you so much. Stand tall, stand proud. You are a child of the light. Don't let your past hold you back. Fight for the play and the innocence. This is rose quartz. This was a unicorn and it broke and I was so sad and now it's become a horse. And I say you can see dragons in here too. Fight for yourself. Fight for yourself. And everything else will fall into place. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other. All of my information's in the About section. If you'd like to reach out and book some time with me, or if you'd like a recorded session, email me, magicalmedium@gmail.com. It's in the About section. And if you are feeling so generous and can afford to, please feel free to contribute to the work on this channel. And please check out my other channel, Lula's Life. You might find some great moments of laughter. There's a lot of shit going on over there. I try to keep it serious and light, serious and light. There's a balance of all, right? Take good care of yourselves. I love you. Blessed be.